Hello and welcome to the debrief 3.
Woo!
Hello. So, how was everyone's days?
Yeah, it wasn't too bad. But
I've heard otherwise.
I don't think I can share online how bad it was, but we will smile. Miss Sarah and I had some Christmas show rehearsals together.
Oh yes.
It was
It was intense.
It was intense.
I feel like every Christmas show is intense.
Yeah,
no matter what
it
school
is,
you're in,
yeah.
it's going to be crazy. So.
The kids were good, and
they'll be fine.
It's just when you have so many in the room, and then you're like, oh, and then there's ones who aren't in that scene or whatever,
and they don't want to be there.
Exactly.
Like,
and then it's bad echo the room and
Only me.
everything.
yeah.
I hated practicing for my Christmas show at school. Where's the camel?
Ooh.
The camel?
Oh, and some kid
Aw.
sat on my back when we went around the hall. I know, it was crazy.
I don't think we could
They
do
sat
that.
on your back.
So I was on all fours and he sat on my back
And you like walked him
and I
around.
had to walk around.
That's like wrong.
It's like I don't think we could do that now.
No, you couldn't.
Your mum could have sued.
I know.
Janet.
Janet! No, she wouldn't do that. Not so.
How was your day?
My day was great.
Why are you dressed like that?
Got jeans
Got
on.
jeans on.
I'm breaking the dress code.
Shocking.
Because we had a school trip in grade 5.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Where did you go?
Went to Colossi Castle.
Woohoo!
And we went to McDonald's, which was my favourite part. So, crazy.
Yeah.
They went to the play area.
Oh, the play area. Oh, that lovely area that smells so sweet.
I walked in, I was like, oh, that's a strong smell of feet. I walked straight back out.
You go and play,
I was like,
children.
is that how my mother felt when she took me to soft play areas?
Yeah, I think.
Yeah.
No,
You don't notice as a kid so much. The smell.
definitely.
No, you don't.
Yeah. Not as bad as the smell this morning at assembly. Ooh!
She wasn't there. She was like,
Sorry, you
Yeah.
missed that. Oof. It
I
was.
did miss it.
I can't really smell.
Shame.
I think I had COVID like in March, and I just don't think I can smell the same since because you guys were all freaking out and I just couldn't really smell it. And I was like,
But it was like just a really strong smell of dog poo or sick. Really was the way to describe
Some of us
it.
have stepped in it,
Oh man, but
but a lot of it.
Yeah, it threw off the whole vibe.
oh,
of
it
the
was
spot.
gone. Everyone was like this.
And I was
no.
like, oh.
I was like, well, fair enough. But I can't smell nothing, so I was just like, yes, thanks.
You want to be one of them?
I couldn't
Yeah.
smell it. Like, I mean, I could, but I also couldn't really smell
Yeah.
it. I just haven't got my smell back since I had that illness.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Took my sister a while to get her smell back.
Yeah.
Wait, she started sniffing this like
Okay.
All right, Rachel.
Let me finish the sentence, but I can't remember what it was. It's like herbal stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, like
I do remember her saying that to me.
really
Yeah.
strong. I don't remember what it was.
But it was like there are different ones that you should smell because
Yeah.
it will revive your sense of stuff.
Like,
Yeah.
I always, sorry, this is really going off on a
I
tangent,
know,
but I feel
yeah.
like my nose is always like a little bit
A little
blocked.
bit blocked.
Yeah, like all the time.
I feel like mine's the same, but it could be the dust here.
No, but it's
Yeah.
always been like this.
Oh, it's
so-
always been
yeah,
that way.
okay. Sorry, burst your bubble there.
Could be the cypress dust.
Well, it doesn't help anyway.
No, what else? Anyway, enough of us talking about my nose, right? The icebreaker this week is 2 truths and 1 lie. I'll start off because I'm actually buzzing in my mouth. Anyway, I actually can't remember. So I'll read them out and then you can discuss.
Mhm.
So I once got a U in a mock exam in school. I won a national competition in badminton and I busted my lip.
She said the last two almost the same way. So is it the first one?
Yeah.
What was the first one again? I can't even remember.
I
She's
feel
a liar.
I feel like the badminton one has to be true.
Yeah.
Because she's so good at badminton.
Yeah, you are very good.
Would
You
she
taught
have
me.
bust her lip? Yeah, I feel like she would have. She has an injury once a year at CISM, so I feel like this could be.
Do you have a scar there? Ooh.
Hmm. Would she have got a U in her exam?
No, she's smart. She wouldn't have.
is. No.
She
We go with that one.
Oh, she's getting very antsy right now.
Do you need me to go and get you a tissue?
Block.
Oh.
Commercial break.
Alright, yeah. What do you think of this? What's my
I think it's
I
the
think
first
the
one.
first one.
lie?
Oh,
it's not.
You're wrong. I did get a U in a mock once.
What subject?
True. Because I answered the wrong question.
Oh, I see. Easy done.
Oh,
So it was a
okay.
mock, and then there was 2 modules in Germany, and ours was 19 something to something, and the other one was a different year.
So you did the other
I
one.
did the wrong. But it had the same words in it, like it was the same sort of title, and then I got US or so.
Oh.
Yeah,
At least it was the mock.
Yeah, at least it was one. I passed the real thing.
Yeah.
My lie is actually I have won national competitions in badminton. I never have.
Oh.
No,
That was
not
very
that good.
Oh, we
Well,
actually thought.
we think you
Yeah.
are, so
And
you should go for it.
I busted my lip when I was like 7. I was
Mm.
playing basketball on a table, and I fell off the table.
Ooh,
Yeah,
And on the ground.
like the side of it
Oh.
of the table, and my lip. I'll never forget it. It was like gushing with blood. And my mum thought my nose was bleeding because I always think it was bleeding. So I just ran to the sink and just like opened my mouth, and all the blood was just coming out, and we had to go to the hospital. And it was like
Yeah.
minus.
Get stitched.
Yeah, you can see the scar.
Yeah, I noticed when you said
Oh,
you were
actually,
trying to
Yeah,
hide
no.
you can.
Yeah.
It was like minus 2 degrees or something. Oh, I had to drive me over the Korean mountain. She was not thrilled.
Oh,
Yes, that was my lie. Never won.
wow.
I was proud of them.
That was subtle.
Actually, yeah.
That was very good.
I kept it very vague as well.
Yeah.
Like if I had wrote I busted my lip on a table playing basketball, it's too specific.
It is.
Mm.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I was really thinking about these.
Yeah.
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 Right.
That's good.
Go you, Sarah.
Yeah,
Okay.
go, Sarah.
Your sticky note.
On a post-it note, like a teacher.
Yes, old fashioned. Okay, I've been stung by 2 jellyfish. I know how to knit a scarf. I never got detention.
Oh, she definitely never got attention. Oh, but then,
Oh no, I feel like
Then-
she might have.
but then she might be really opinionated about something.
Or did she get class detention? Like the whole class had detention. Does that count as a detention?
And Sarah's brain probably.
Yeah. Stung by 2 jellyfish. It's so specific.
Yeah, no,
Weirdly.
I'd say that's true.
Do you think she's been stung by jellyfish? Yeah.
Is there jellyfish in Cyprus?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, then yeah. I'd say that. What was the other one?
She can knit a scarf.
No.
Nah, I don't think Sarah.
Wait,
knows.
she was talking about crocheting the other day.
Ah, but that's not knitting.
Ah, but it's the same family.
Very different.
I don't think she's got. What was the other one? I've never got attention. No, that might be a lie. Yeah. But then would you give Sarah Ross attention?
Would you give her?
I'd be too scared.
Who would she have gone to her dad? Please go and see Mr. John.
I actually don't know.
Oh, I don't think she knits.
No.
The detention one, will we go for?
I would go with
Okay.
attention.
The detention.
No, that's true. I've never got detention.
I knew it.
Stung by 2 jellyfish.
Oh.
I actually haven't been stung by any,
Oh,
but then I thought I'd just throw in a 2.
just a random number.
So you've never got attention?
No,
Never
because
allowed to go.
I was too scared of being like, it's my dad.
Yeah.
I'd be like, it's so
Yeah.
embarrassing.
Mm.
So I was like always extra good in school.
Yeah.
I hated being told off by the
Wow.
teacher.
So you've never had
So did
detention?
I. I cried.
Yeah. Yeah.
Never had detention.
No. I didn't speak in school. I was so quiet. I didn't open my mouth.
I most definitely have had detention.
Once.
Sure.
Right, what's your 2 truths and a lie?
My 2 truths and a lie.
Mm.
Okay. I play the guitar. I'm missing the top of my little finger. She's looking. And I started a secondary PGC and then changed my mind and switched to primary.
But that's true.
What was the first one?
I play the guitar.
Oh, you memorized these.
The last one's true. Because she did secondary
Okay.
RE and she was in a. Yeah.
Okay.
I know that's true.
Interesting. I didn't know that.
You do know?
You play guitar.
But like she would always talk. Wait, no. I feel like Hannah has told me that before.
That she's missing the top. of her little
Yeah.
finger.
I think she
I feel
has.
like it's such a specific thing that
She's hiding her wee finger.
you can't.
I think she's told me that. I think she told me that Susan this year.
Yeah, and playing guitar just sounds too. Has she gone for the whole it's
I don't know. I'd go
it's such a
guitar.
normal thing that is the lie.
I would go guitar.
Okay, I'm just gonna, for the sake of it, because we haven't done this, go the little finger.
Okay. I'll go guitar.
Because then one of us is right.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I don't play the guitar,
Oh.
I knew.
but I am missing the tip of my little finger.
Told ya.
Is he?
I knew. Where?
There. So this nail is different to this one. My brother closed my finger in the door, and I missed the top, and the nail ripped out with it.
Wow.
I remember you telling me that, Stacey.
When I was first year in school, and this is still very sore. If I hit, like, if I'm doing that with my nail, it's actually very sore still. It's so sensitive at the top, because you can see, look, it's not.
That's
So
a
no,
weird
so
shape.
you
Yeah.
can't play guitar then?
No, I don't play the guitar.
Just because of that.
I only I only play the piano.
Oh.
Yeah, a bit boring.
Oh.
Yeah.
I was sure you played the
I went through
guitar.
my musical phase at one point.
Hmm.
Never lasted. Anyway, I knew that little finger thing. I remember you telling me that. Yeah.
So I'm just hiding stuff behind you so that it all looks nice in the background.
Okay.
Oh, by the way, we have a book. That
We
has to
didn't
do with
write
our-
It sounds like we did.
We wrote this book.
Yeah.
Ew.
It's to do with our topic today. It says the history of the computer.
Okay. Right, so today's topic is about like social media and technology and stuff in school and how it's evolved. So, first question. Now, I put this one in, but then you two are a bit older than me. So,
How old do you think we are?
what's your experience?
Ancient.
What's your experience of social media when you were in school, if any? What was your experience? Mine will be very different, I
In
think.
school.
Yeah. Can I go first?
Yeah,
'Cause
go first.
It's very little, so I might as well go.
Yeah.
So the only time I ever went on the computer because I was a staff kid, it was only at the end of the day while I was waiting for mom and dad to take me home. So I went to the computer room, and that was like my allotted time. So at home, no computer. So for me, it was like a mixture of like different games. It wasn't really social media. My sister had MySpace, I think, but like
Of course you did.
I really wanted Facebook. I wanted Facebook when it came out, but I didn't get it till I was like.
Yeah.
So before
I
that,
looked up too.
yeah. Before that, there was this website called Horseland, which was like
Oh
I know
my
I really got into
goodness.
horses,
She's
but
a horse girl.
but it was all like you just had like a page, and then you could like sell your horses on it, and it was literally the horses were just like it was just stats.
Did you not play Club Penguin too?
Oh yeah, I love Club Penguin.
I like Club
Actually, that's more
Penguin,
interesting.
yeah.
Horseland,
yeah.
whatever.
It's like you haven't heard of this one.
But that one with Horseland, I learned HTML coding because you designed your little page. But Club Penguin was really fun.
Yeah.
I loved Club Penguin. It was
Yeah.
always on it.
It's not even a thing anymore.
I know.
No.
Recipes.
I love the
Yeah.
coffee shop. I'd often go there, play the bean game.
Some things never change.
Literally.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was my extent. So, are we talking about child?
Not yet.
No, I mean like us as
Oh,
a child,
yeah.
not as a teenager.
No, well, yeah.
Well,
you know,
both.
yeah.
Like, what was.
Well, when I got Facebook, that was fun. I mean, but it didn't affect me school wise.
Yeah.
Like I didn't, because at home I didn't go on it, so I could study.
Ah.
But university was hard because
Oh.
that's when I literally went, like I was like,
Yeah.
oh, I can go on it as much as
Yeah.
I want. And Instagram was out then, and
Yeah.
Netflix
Yeah.
and all that. Well, that's not social media, but you know.
I
So-
get the gist.
So I struggled then studying, and I never had that
Yeah.
in school.
Yeah.
So
True.
university was bad.
See, I had all that in school, like Instagram, Snapchat when I was in school. Like,
Yeah, you are.
no, but like my age group were like the ones like when this stuff was all starting to come out.
Yes.
Like Facebook had already been out, but I didn't get
Yeah.
Facebook till I was like you, like when I was like
Mm,
16,
yeah.
because I didn't really see the
It was probably old then by the time.
not really no, because I think Facebook's old now.
Yeah.
Like, because I would still use it now and again. But
Yeah, but I feel like now Facebook is like, my mum uses Facebook more than I would.
yes,
And I put stuff on Facebook for mum, so she can see it. But when I was at school, like, you had to hand your phone in to the office in school if you brought your phone
Well,
to school.
back then people
No.
just didn't bring their phones. Just like
Okay.
you just,
Yeah.
if you came on the bus, you came on the bus. But there was
Yeah.
no
No, yeah.
like it was really safe back then.
Yeah.
You could just wander the streets and stuff.
Yeah.
Not like now.
Because like we would have had our phones, but we didn't have internet on our phone. Like, well, we had BBM, so like
yes.
Blackberries were like a big thing when I was in
I
like,
had a BlackBerry. Not proud of it.
third or fourth year at school. So like we were like under the desks, you know, literally pinging each
Yeah.
other. Like
So you were allowed them
messaging.
in school.
Yeah, we were allowed to in my school.
They were there, but if we were caught with it in class,
They
it would have been
take it.
taken away.
We
So,
were
yeah.
we were allowed phones in school, but you weren't allowed them in lessons.
No, yeah.
Even like our school were quite strict on it. Like
Mm.
even if you had them in the playground and like in the cloakrooms or wherever.
Yeah. Did it caught you on art? But like we would have taken pictures during
Oh,
class and like
yeah.
Really?
Sleep.
Oh, that's bizarre.
Yeah.
It's
Like
all opposite
Snapchat.
here.
So Snapchat was a thing when I was at school.
Mm.
So it was like the new app. Everyone got
Yeah,
Snapchat,
yeah.
and that caused so many issues. Like in
Yeah.
schools, like it was awful in my school.
Yeah.
I'll not say why because bad,
No, I
but
can
like
imagine.
yeah.
Yeah.
it was an interesting school.
Yeah.
Mm.
But, yeah.
I got Bebo. You know what Bebo is?
I've heard of it.
Yeah, so it was popular for us. But it was like at home. Like I didn't have it on my phone, so it was a computer.
I think Claire had
So,
people
yeah. So you had to like go on the house. So we had a house computer in our office where I was allowed time and then Timothy, my brother, was allowed time. So then like we would have our allotted little time. But like
Oh.
I remember like the internet dialing up and stuff. You like go on it.
Wow.
The dial. You don't know what dial up is? And the internet would go. Oh my goodness, you are so young. But like we were only allowed a certain amount of time. And MSN. Did you have
Oh, the
MSN?
messaging
I
thing.
had
yeah.
friends who had
So
it.
we had MSN, and that was the dramas on it. Like, then you would write statuses like no longer talking to, and then you do like dash 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 dash, like how many letters was in the person's name, so they would like know who it was. It's awful. So people would be
That's
like,
so
no longer
mean.
talking to 6 dashes, meaning Hannah,
Yeah.
and I would know because I knew I'd fallen out with them. So it'd be like, no longer speaking to, like she is the worst.
I didn't have
That was
these,
our thing.
Whoa.
I didn't have these issues because I didn't really have
Yeah.
friends until like
Oh.
you're like 12. And but I was quite quiet, so I just kind of like being
You-
alone. So I
oh.
was quite content
Hmm.
because like you did all the drama.
That's true. Whereas I was the opposite.
And you were breaking people's noses.
Why did Miss Hannah have detention? Who knows?
Yeah, but then my social media experience is very different from you guys because we had a computer as well, and like
Mm.
we never had allocated time. I think we just shared. We just shared it.
Yeah,
Like that.
yeah.
We loved the computer. We played The Sims.
Sims, yeah. That
And the
was
little
really-
pinball. Did you have the little space
Yes.
pinball?
Yes.
Did you ever play Solitaire and you didn't know what you were doing?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Stack them up. You're like,
Yeah.
oh, yeah.
I don't know what I'm doing. Yeah. Pac-Man.
I like
All
it.
those games.
Yeah.
I love those
Yeah.
games. They're
Snake.
great. Snake. And
Snake,
I was so keen on Snake.
It was very stressful.
Like we had Bebo and also Facebook. So Facebook was like kind of a thing. I don't know when I was like 15, 16. But when I met Sarah, because we met like in Northern Ireland years ago, we
Mm-hmm.
did a summer outreach
2011.
team together.
Was that the photo that you sent me?
Yes, little baby face. I should insert it here. We should insert it here.
Yeah.
Get it up now, actually.
Just put it up. And yeah, so then I added you on Facebook and we had a poke war.
Yeah.
Do you know what a poke war is?
No, I don't.
Did you not poke people on Facebook?
No, poking wasn't really. It was more tagging and stuff you do in my day.
In your day.
Right.
Yeah. So I'd be like, poke Sarah, and it would come up, Hannah has poked you.
Yeah. And then I'd be like, poke back.
Yeah.
But is it like the pinging thing in BBM?
Yeah, kind of.
Did it keep a record of how many?
Yeah, it did.
Oh,
So then
okay,
it was
'cause I
like
was-
how many days you've
You were the only person,
Yeah.
the longest person I had it
Yeah.
with. Like people just gave up.
I
You
did
were
it with a few
constant
friends in
before.
school.
Yeah.
Or anything special? She did well for people.
No, but ours was like ridiculously long, Sarah. I know.
It
And we
was.
lost contact, and I was like, I'll never see this girl again.
Yeah.
There we
Literally,
are.
I know.
And then I heard
I'm
there's
sitting in the
a
middle of this.
Yeah.
there's a Hannah coming to the school. It's like, you Hannah?
I know.
That's
And then
crazy.
It was.
It was. Yeah.
Crazy.
She
crazy.
messaged me
I
and
know.
she was like, is it you? And I was like, it's me. She came to pick me up and I opened the door and Sarah was like, it is you. And I was like,
I still was like, no, this
I know.
isn't, you know.
That's mad. That's
yeah,
crazy.
Yeah.
we like hadn't chatted to each other for years.
That's
So I was like, these
scary.
cool girls I met that live in Cyprus.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah, they were cool. They were exotic.
They were
came.
cool.
Exotic.
Well, the rest of us were Northern Irish, little white bumpkins that were like, oh. And then Sarah and Rachel came, and I was like,
Her strange accent.
yeah.
Oh. People still ask me, what is your accent? And I still say, I don't know.
I
I don't know.
don't know either.
I don't know.
It's a sponge, that's what it is.
Yeah.
Mm.
Like when I talk to you guys, I I feel
Yeah.
more Northern Irish.
Yeah. I when Rachel speaks to us, she gets more Northern Irish.
She does. Yeah.
Than...
So when you speak to your dad, very Scottish.
Oh, really?
Oh, it's funny. It's quite nice.
Oh,
Never seen you speak to John
just a
Ross.
chameleon.
Ghost.
If you know, you know. Anyway, so social media and technology and stuff. How do you think it impacts like the kids today in schools? The kids we teach.
A lot.
Yeah.
Like since I was, well, this is my 7th year teaching, and I already notice a huge difference since my first. Like the concentration,
And attention,
especially.
yeah.
They have no attention span.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like it's like not a 30-second input. Get it. Or like it has to change to the next thing.
Yeah.
Like my class this year, I find when I'm doing a PowerPoint, and it's like if I'm spending a long time on the same picture, they're gone, lost. And I'm like, are you listening? And they're like, and I'm like,
Yeah.
wow.
But also,
Yeah.
I also notice the children that I can tell it's restricted at home
Yes.
Yeah.
compared to the ones
big
that
time.
it's not. Yeah, I can
Yeah.
tell immediately.
Yeah.
And,
Mhm.
it's such a shame.
Yeah, but sometimes I think my attention span isn't great now.
I don't think mine is either. No.
Like, even at university, I didn't really.
Yeah, I was so on the plane back from the States. I was watching the Lord of the Rings, right?
Oh, I can't watch Lord of the
But I
Rings.
was like,
So
I love
long,
it,
Sarah.
okay?
Oh.
But I was like, when's this finished? And I was like, I
Yeah.
never
Yeah.
thought that
No.
before. You know, a 3-hour movie, we're like, yeah, 3-hour movie.
Yeah.
Whereas now it's like,
Oh, it's
oh,
Yeah.
this is long. Yeah, no.
I watched The Sound
agree.
of Music fully through them.
Good.
I
You
love
love
it.
it.
Recently.
I do. Oh yeah, me and Katie watched it.
Oh, cool.
Oh.
Yeah. Anyway, but yeah, my attention span's
Yeah.
not good. But at university, I was doing the Wordle and crosswords and lectures and stuff, and it's not great. But
Yeah, I struggled in university.
Yeah.
But then, yeah, with the kids, I forget to tell them, you know, like, oh, let's stand up, let's, I don't know, do some stretches or whatever,
I
some
forget.
brain
so
breaks.
do I.
Yeah.
Because
forget
there's
to.
so much in the curriculum in grade 6. It's like, just keep going. And I'm like, oh, they need a wee break.
I know. But then sometimes I need the break.
I-
So I'm like, it's not for you, it's for me.
I said to them one
Before I
day.
explode.
I know. I said to them one day, this brain break is also for me too.
Literally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think as well, it's influenced them in a way that they're almost like too cool for how old they are.
Yes.
Like my girls are quite dramatic in my class.
Oh, so am I.
And I think what they're watching has affected them.
Yeah.
Because like I'm like, you have no reason to be like so sassy
I
at
know.
9 years old. Like
But also the way children are portrayed in
Yeah.
film and like
Yeah.
series and
Yeah.
stuff,
yeah.
they're all like that.
Mature.
And it's just normal for kids to swear now.
yeah.
in series.
I know. Yeah.
And it's
The amount of time this year, especially, I've told my kids off for giving each other the fingers, or just like swearing, and I'm like, I didn't even know what that meant when I was
No.
9. Like if
My
someone
mother
said to
would've
me, "Did
gone
you
mad."
give the finger?" I'd be like, I don't know what that means.
Yeah.
Whereas the kids come to me, they're like, "Oh, they just give them the finger," and I'm like, "How do you know?" Like, no, I know.
I don't think I always think I was like that in school. Like
No, same.
Like, I just got on with it. Like I just came in, did my work,
yeah,
and
went home,
went home.
ran around the field.
yeah.
Right,
literally.
Quite literally, that's what I did.
Yeah, me too.
Swinging off curtain poles.
I will say they're good. It's good in a way. They know so much. They know what's happening in the world. And
Yeah,
I
that's
found
so
out
true.
recently, I used to think, oh, they just believe anything they see on social media. But we've had a lot of talks, and well, at least this age group, they don't. They're they're able to pick out fake news and stuff like that.
That's good.
And I was like, wow, that
Like they
yeah,
have an opinion.
yes, yes.
We had a debate in our class about AI and stuff.
Mhm.
And like some of them are like, oh yeah, it's great, it's amazing. But then there's other ones like, yeah, but doesn't actually tell you everything. Doesn't give you real stuff. That you always have to double check it and stuff. I was like, that's actually very true.
It's good. Like, and they
Yeah.
can think. Yeah.
They're very opinionated. Good. There's pros and cons to both, but
Yeah, because the other side of it is I've noticed manners way down.
just
Just
three
your-
people say thank you if I give out a book or something. It's like,
Yeah.
kids.
One.
Yeah.
None of
My
mine
class.
say.
And then when I say
Yeah.
thank you for thanking me, then
Yeah.
all of a
Oh,
sudden
thank you,
everyone
thank you,
else is
thank you,
thanking you. I
thank
was
you.
like, that doesn't count now.
Oh, they also say thank you to me today for the trip. It's like,
Oh,
Or do your kid, like mine, will just be like, eh.
yes.
And I'm like, are you talking to me? Like,
Yeah.
literally.
They go, miss. Oh, I hate that.
Or they just start talking to you as though they're the only person in the room, and it's like,
Your hand.
yeah.
I know. Yeah. Or can we do this now? And I'm like, I'm literally about to tell you what we're doing.
Yeah,
You know.
yeah.
Like,
Also,
no respect.
listening, terrible. Like I will give like today it happened a lot of times. I will give an instruction, maybe even 3 times, and still they will come up. What do we do here? And I'm like,
Yeah.
you're really not listening at all,
Yeah.
and it's scary the amount. Like it's
Yeah.
a simple instruction.
Yeah. I have a couple of girls that sit at their desk, and I'm like, okay, stand up, put your chair in, line up for assembly. And I turn, everyone's lined up, and I look, and these 2 girls are still sitting at their desk. And I'm like, do you not notice everybody else around you stood up and moved?
Yeah.
No. They're like this,
Oh.
like in the class, literally. And I'm like,
A lot more daydreamers
Yeah.
now.
I say I would daydream too, but in school I don't think I can't remember like just like daydreaming and stuff more at university, but
yeah.
I mean, it
Oh,
is a
so-
good thing because
yeah.
you're sort of using your imagination,
Yeah.
Of
but
course. Yeah.
then this you shouldn't be like
No.
doing it for like
Yeah.
all day.
If you haven't
know?
noticed that everyone around you has moved.
Yeah.
Like, that's kind of worrying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
it is concerning. Oh well. What can you do? It's only I was gonna say it's only gonna get worse, but I mean
Yeah, I think it is, though.
Yeah.
I do agree.
technology's taking over the world.
Yeah.
I mean, like if it's in quantity, like I love it when the parents give
Yeah.
them time limits because I'm like, yeah, you shouldn't just say no,
yes.
Yeah.
but you should, because when they're older and they're able to go on as much as they want, they'll go
Yeah.
crazy
yes,
on it, you
because
know?
They haven't been
Yeah.
on it yet.
Yeah.
But giving time limits shows that, okay, what are you going to do on social media? How are you going to use that
Yeah.
hour?
Yeah.
And you're going to really enjoy it and make the
Yeah.
most of it.
I remember when we were in school we had social media talks like
Mm-hmm.
so like when I was in P7, which is grade 6, isn't it?
Yeah.
So I was in grade 6, they brought in these people to talk to us about internet safety. And it freaked me out. I was like, oh my god,
Oh,
internet
did you use the think you know?
Be safety we used.
Oh,
yeah.
Think you know.
Be safety
Yeah.
scared me.
It's like a Northern Irish set
I
up by
use
the
Think
police
You Know,
website.
but
But
I
it's
only
British
use the
more than-
game.
Yeah, but it was like the game's brilliant now,
Yeah.
but back in it was just videos of like the things that can go really
Yeah.
wrong, and we all were like, "I'm saying the same as yourself."
I'm
terrified.
so scared. That's why I'm not
Yeah.
getting. That's why I didn't get
No.
Facebook for so long.
Yeah,
I was too
no.
scared.
I think I had that when I was in Scotland in university. They did one, and it was really scary, and that they must have been put it in high schools then too.
Mm.
Yeah, well, we had some in high school as well.
Yeah,
It just
No.
freaked me out. I was like, no.
yeah. No.
No,
No.
yeah, it's good though because then you're aware.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, true. Yeah.
You could tell the ones that weren't aware.
Yeah.
You know, you could tell.
Yeah.
But yeah, see, internet safety talks, they freaked me out. Did you ever watch the one? I don't know if it was just it, but
Mhm.
it was like this girl was messaging this guy, but it was actually like a 50-year-old man.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, we watched the same videos.
Yeah.
I think. Yeah.
Mhm. Oh,
And
scared
it's
me.
like,
I went,
oh,
"Ah!"
true. That could be so true. But I think the kids are better now
Yeah.
at knowing they're talking to someone that's not really saying.
Mhm.
Like, you know, like when we were younger, we would have just chatted to anyone. Like, oh, this is so cool. Someone's chatting
Yeah,
to me.
It's
yeah.
just a new thing. You see
Yeah,
the
whereas
social
now
media.
they're so used to it. There's that. But even in class, I've noticed if I'm like, oh, I'm booking the tablets and we're going to do like, I don't know, Kahoot or Blooket or we're going to do Dojo Island, sometimes they're like, and I'm like, why are you? Because they're bored. They're like, oh, I played this last night at home. I don't want to do it now.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
Wow.
Yeah.
We were so excited
Yes.
when they wheeled the TV in.
yes,
Oh, the
the
TV.
TV wasn't wheeled in.
Oh,
Oh,
she's a different
oh,
generation.
girl. Like, it was on a frame with
Real
wheels.
smart words.
And then the video player and the DVD player was on the shelf under it, and the TV was on the top. And the teacher like wheeled it
The
in.
most exciting thing.
Well, in my
Yeah.
first, I went to 3 primary schools. So my first primary school we had a blackboard, and we didn't have a TV or nothing like that.
Oh.
Yeah.
And then in my second primary school, I think we had, I don't remember. I think we had like an interactive whiteboard.
Yeah.
I think. But in my third primary school, which you've been in,
It's
yeah.
high tech.
very high tech. Yeah.
Nice. Wow, you've had quite the experience.
Yeah. Thanks, Janet.
We had overhead projectors with the acetate.
Oh, I had that. Yeah.
Yes.
And
Yeah.
it was when we went to Scripps Union, if you were in
Yes.
grade 6, it was your job to change the song. Yeah, it was our job.
When we did the choir practice at Sunday school, and we would like have that. And,
Yeah.
I love that.
Did you ever have, well, in Sunday school, the felt boards? You put
Yes,
like the
little
felt,
people.
the people on
Yes.
No, I never
the
had
stories.
that.
Oh, they were.
But those things, right?
Yeah.
What are they called? The things they put something called down the assembly hall, the podium speech
Mhm.
thing, and
Yeah.
there's like stuff underneath it for Sunday school. Isn't that right?
Yeah.
Oh, the songs.
Yeah, the
That's
songs.
yeah.
I was like,
Yeah.
that's such
I
a
know.
throwback because
But
they
that's what
used those.
he did one this morning in assembly. It was for God to love the world. You know, Ella's for
Oh,
the
yeah.
and like someone in grade 2, I think, or whatever, held it up, and it was like we just sang, and I was like, this is
This
so
is,
cool.
yeah. And the
like he
kids
flipped
love
it, and the
it.
kids were like,
Wow.
yeah,
Reverend Bob.
Brethren Bob, it was there. I'm looking at you. I was like, but we had ones in
Remember
Sunday
the gospel
school.
hall me.
Yeah, we had ones like that flipped around in Sunday school.
Yeah.
We had one. It was like,
Stop and let me tell you.
mhm, we did that one, and no, you can't get.
Yeah.
No, you can't get to heaven without SALVATION. Ours like flipped.
Oh, I remember that one.
It was. It
We
was
used
a good one.
to sing that
Yeah.
at my little gospel hall meetings.
Yes.
Yes.
Mhm. Like loads of them. We had one. There's children all around the world, children just like me, and it was like, who will go and let them know they need to hear that Jesus died? Who will go and let them know, oh, God send me? And it was like flipped around.
Oh,
See?
those are the days.
I know.
I loved going to the gospel meetings. Yeah, right.
Yeah, they
They're
were.
very, very good with like children's
Oh, yeah.
activities and everything.
I
learn
learned
a
the
lot.
most Bible verses going
Yes.
to the gospel hall.
Yeah.
Sorry if anyone from my church is watching.
I learned them all
Yeah.
from Schism.
Okay, at CISM we learn verses.
Yeah.
Like that's one good thing as well.
Yeah, I've been going since I was like 4 years
Yeah.
old. So
We used to get money for learning them in the gospel hall. 50p per verse.
Wow.
Oh, it was great.
right, I've wrote here. But we've actually already answered this question.
Oh,
So, but this one wants good. Do you think COVID was impact
yes.
through
Mhm.
the technology thing? Elaborate, please. No sentences.
Full sentences. They're not used to having a full day in school. And I can't figure out from which grade, because the class you have now, when I had them in grade 1,
Mm.
it was in the middle of COVID and we
Yeah.
did online learning.
Yeah.
So they would see me for like I think an hour a day. Like wasn't that what we did? Like a live lesson. They joined, but it was chaotic. It was like running around the
So
house, like, do you want to
bad,
see my ear? And I was like, no, I do not want to see your ear. Like, you know, and one child's being fed by their parents, and I was like, excuse me, could you like do this later? But then that became when they came back to school and they'd 6 hours listening to me.
Yeah, that
no.
right enough.
No,
Yeah.
I'm not used to it.
But even their writing, I think, isn't as good.
No.
Like they just everything. Their social skills, I really think they've struggled from that. But they're used to just sitting on tablets, don't talk to each other. The biggest dramas in my class today over playing Hangman. Oh my goodness. Mrs. Satu and I were ready to like squeal.
Shut up.
I was like, we're actually gonna just go. Like, just a drama. No, they got to pick the letter. I didn't get to pick the letter.
Yeah,
no.
there's all this. I mean, when I was in
It's still
school,
in
you
grade five,
started
that's
yeah.
in grade five.
you started arguing.
Yeah.
That was it.
I know.
No,
So
don't
it's
you-
like, right, game's over now. And they were like, Miss, why are you cancelling the game? They're all crying, literally.
That makes sense why
tears.
the manners have gone down.
Yeah.
Like
Mhm.
they've had that all that
Yeah.
time at home, not
Yeah.
interacting with.
Yeah, I think so.
And it's probably affected how
Mm.
why there's so much on social media now. Because
Yes.
back then during COVID, what did you do? Especially if you
TikTok
lived in an
dances.
apartment and stuff. Yeah.
Guilty.
Guilty indeed, yes.
Yeah.
Like we all did it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I actually just left. I just left school the year before COVID. Like I had finished my.
You left school.
I finished my levels in 2019,
Okay.
so I was a year. So I was kind of glad though because
Yeah.
I didn't go to university after school,
Mm.
so I would have been affected by it. But
Yeah.
that's I don't remember.
But then the following year you did. You had a gap year.
Two.
Oh, two. Okay,
Yeah.
good. During the COVID years.
Yes.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's good because apparently university back then was
That
terrible.
was
Yeah,
bad.
yeah.
Well, you didn't really have an experience. Like, you're
Yeah.
just kind of in your room the whole time.
Yeah.
Like, you know, but no, COVID year, no, it definitely did. Well, I was on placement last year, and you could see the difference.
Mm.
Well, they were in year 4, so
Mhm.
they'd be in year 5 now.
Yeah.
So they would be at the same age.
Yeah,
The kid-
yeah.
So
Mm.
the school told me they're the kids that were
Yeah.
protected the most because they
Mhm.
didn't have reception. They didn't learn those
Yes.
fundamental skills.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I know.
And I was like, that makes so
Mm.
much sense because it was like a composite class. It was year 3 and 4 together.
Yeah.
Year 3s, some of them had better writing than the year 4s.
Yeah.
And I was like, it's crazy.
It is
Yeah.
crazy.
You know.
It's such a shame. But like, what did you do? I mean,
You know?
like that, you
Mm.
could have them all day, like some classes, and like in
Mm.
high school as well, they had to be on the full 6 hours,
Yeah.
and then just, you know,
It's true.
but then
Yeah.
you've got the kids that just don't show up, and they know
I
they don't
know,
have,
yeah,
no one's going to
yeah.
grab them and say, you know,
No,
show
sit
up.
down and yeah,
You
of
could-
course. Because if the parents are working,
Yeah,
yeah,
used
like
to know.
what's used to know, yeah. And like they've signed in, cameras off. No,
Yeah.
we had no
Yeah.
idea if they were there or not.
Yeah.
Waste of time.
Yeah, I know. But in primary, so different. Like cameras on, and then you go for like a little tour around their house. Oh, so many kids were like, "I'm going to the toilet. Leave the laptop." Literally, they would like pick it up, and I was like, "Don't take me to the toilet with you." Like,
Really?
no, seriously. I was like,
Wow.
You can go, or like they'd raise their hand. Can I go to the toilet now? And I'm like,
That's so
yeah,
bizarre.
sure, just
That's
go. Like it was
bizarre.
crazy. I know. Yeah, I was like, please do not take me around your house. Or like they would bring me to like their kitchen, and their mom's like cooking or something, and mom's like, hello, like just no.
It's really like
so
no
funny.
privacy.
No,
Wow, that's bizarre. Like just teaching with proof.
yeah, no, it was. And then some of us were in class doing it instead of staying in our houses, so it was like me in my empty classroom, just like, hello. Like, it was weird.
That's so
Yes.
sad though.
It was.
I hated the like you had to sit and there and you just couldn't
Mm.
you couldn't use your hands, you couldn't walk around the
Oh,
room.
you love speaking with your hands.
Sarah was restricted, yeah.
Yeah. But like it was so hard.
Yeah.
She's trying not to speak with her
I tried
hands.
so hard, yeah. But like, I'm kind of glad they couldn't see, because I'm not gonna lie. The top half of me was teacher dress code. The bottom half was pajamas. Not even gonna lie, it was. Yeah.
I did that for the interview here.
Surprised you got the job.
Oh, no. Well,
Yeah.
yeah, so am I, to be honest. Yes, that's all my questions because
They were very good.
They were good. Yeah.
I planned this last night.
I know it's my
Yeah.
fault. We pre-recorded because
What are you talking about? This is Friday afternoon.
Friday afternoon.
This is
yeah,
live.
So live.
We did this a couple of weeks ago and I got
Yeah.
so confused because I thought it was Friday.
I know we're going to be confused now that it's not Friday,
Oh,
but we're
she's coming to
posting it
school
on Friday, so this conversation won't make sense to anyone watching.
tomorrow.
So I'm not tired.
Yeah.
Did you do that? Do you know if you don't yawn after someone's yawned, it means you're a psychopath.
Mm.
Okay. Thank you very much. And subscribe.
Yes.
And like,
Follow
goodbye.
the Instagram. Follow the Instagram and the TikTok
And
and the Bebo and the MySpace.
Love the Bebo.
give us a poke.
Yeah. Message us an MSN if you want. But the dial-up's not working.
Get off the phone.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.